They'll lynch you, but he did, and he laughs at
Hi, everybody. Western West Ham Network. Hope you are all safe and well, my friends. I generally hope you are well. If you're new around here, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, and give it one of those bloody good subscribes. Happy Friday. Another week. Another week's almost done. For those of us in the UK, another bank holiday in England for Charlie Boy. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. And then we've got Man United, 7 o'clock on a Sunday. What is going on with that? Hey, what is going on? But everyone's going to be half cut, aren't they? Because they've been out on the piss all night before. And during the day, hope you are all safe. Well, today we're going to do something a little bit different. Don't forget tonight we've got we should have Irish Tommy doing a late show. We'll have all the stuff about the Man United game coming up. I had a rant this morning. Sorry, I had a rant this morning about just modern football. It just really pissed me off. So I'd had a rant, to go and check that out and let me know. There's a little competition in there as well if you fancy it. And so yeah, lots of great stuff. So we've got to chat quickly. We've got Peter. Good morning to you. 2 from 5. Yeah, we're going to go for it. What we're going to do is we're going to do a predictor, our predictor league, but we're going to do it live. Hopefully it'll work. After Yan, it's dry here, and we're gonna win on Sunday. We'll be fine. Well, it's literally the heavens literally have opened in Hornchurch about 5 seconds ago, and it's stopped now, thankfully. Afternoon, Ralph. Hope you're well. Oyo Savoy, Saints going down, Everton going down, Leeds going down. Steve's in the chat. Alan's here. Nice to see you. Good evening to you, sir. Thank you for my good rant. Thunderstorms and Ives. Yeah, it's literally just rained here. We're going to finish 16th. That's my prediction. Steve. Allardyce is off with his head, but if he does keep him up, is it 2.5 million he's got? 2 points from the last 4 games. Howdy from Sydney. It's getting cold here. My heart bleeds. My heart bleeds, Vita. Hope you're well. Stevie May will be enough about best prediction. Moyes wins his first trophy. Has to get his own transport home as he's sacked after the final. Eamon, good afternoon to you. Just got soaked in my washing in, Helen. You had to, because it's literally the heavens have just opened, haven't they? Really weird. Very strange indeed. Anyway, so right. Valid rant. Don't see why clubs allow bloody headphones. Means they're totally disengaged and emotionally available to the fans, but also with the team as well, isn't it? Do you know what? It's like, again, I'm going to carry on with the rant, but it's with the team. You know, how can you instill any team bonding if all you're listening to your own music? That was one thing, right? That was one thing about the lockdown games is they would, as I said, because obviously I was still there. The players would do a pre-match lap. None of them had headphones in. They're all chatting and jostling and all that type of stuff. And that was lovely. Anyway. So we've got to have what we've got is I've got my supercomputer. Where's my supercomputer gone? I have my supercomputer. Where's it gone? I'll find it again. Give me 2 secs. I had it all ready. Had it all lined up. Where is it? Where's it gone? Balls. Oh, bollocks. That's like the whole point of today. Right, anyway, we'll take it. That'll do. Yeah. Where's my... No, I don't want the National League. I want the football. Where's my Premier League gone? There we go. Right, okay, let me get it sorted out. This was a great idea about 5 o'clock this morning. Okay, right, so I've got my supercomputer out. Right, okay, brilliant. Okie dokie. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a few I'm going to put up in the chat, and you can just put your names in. Then we're going to do some polls for others as well. Russ, get with it. I know. It's a Friday, isn't it? I am, well, Peter, out of probably me and you, I'm more tech savvy than you, I reckon. Anyway, remember the days of writing and their music in the changing rooms? Certainly do. Anyway, so I'm going to give you the teams. I think there's only about 20 matches left, so we're going to zoom through them. Some of them are quite easy. So if I said, for example, if I put down, Man City v Leeds. Okay, so we got Man City Leeds, is the first game we're going to be doing. All you got to put in the chat is whether you think Man City's going to win, Leeds are going to win, or it's a draw. Simple. You better believe it. I don't even need a score, Steve. Just whether you think it's a home win, a draw, or an away win. That's it. That's it. Simples. And we're going to do a few where they're slightly more contentious, maybe where we're going to put like a poll up there. City, easy win, easy win, easy win, easy win. See, done. Next one. I'm going to put this as a poll. Actually, we'll do this as a very quick poll because I think this one will be an interesting one. Let's do a poll. West Ham v Man United, almost Man City. We've already lost that one. Right, I'll put it in the chat and then we'll put WH win, draw as another option, Man U win. Oscar Music. So in the chat now, we've got whether you think West Ham are going to win. We've got West Ham versus Man United, whether you think it's a West Ham win. We're going to do really, really quick fire draws. Going to be literally a couple of minutes, and we'll get that one going. It's getting close. It's getting close. Currently, it's 47% think a draw. As I said, we're going to do it really because we've got to zoom through and we've got loads to get through. So, okay, we'll end the poll there. Quick poll, very quick poll. 53% draw. Okay, so that goes down as a draw. This is fun. This is interactivity at its best. Okay, next one we're going to do. We're going to put in Fulham versus Leicester. Fulham versus Leicester. Just in the chat, whether you think it's a home win or it's going to be a Fulham win. Sorry, Fulham win, a draw, or a Leicester draw. That's what we're going to do. Nice and simple. And then, as I said, at the end, we're going to put together, we'll see how everything pans out. Looks like we've got Fulham, we've got a draw, Fulham, Leicester, Fulham, draw. More draws than anything else, I think. So we've got Fulham 2, Fulham, Leicester. It's okay. It still looks like a draw is the preferred Fulham win. Oh, okay. Slightly more Fulham now. Fulham, there's the Leicester. Oh, it's a tough one. I'll put a Fulham win. Should I put a Fulham win? Or Leicester win? So we put a draw. Let's put a draw. I think that's a fair result. There's definitely where there's more of a spread. I'm going to put a draw in. Okay. Next one is I think a relatively simple one again. Brighton versus Everton. Brighton versus Everton is the next one. Brighton v Everton's next one. What do we think? What do you think of Brighton versus Everton? Fulham had more votes. Okay, we'll go with Fulham. Okay, we'll put Fulham then. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Right, Brighton. I think this one's a bit of a gimme. Brighton. V2 says a draw. I think it's going to be a Brighton win. I think a Brighton win. Right, okie dokie. Okay, let's go with let's put a Brighton win. Let's go with Nottingham Forest versus Southampton. Toughy. Saints, it's going to be a good game, exactly. So Steve thinks it's going to be a draw. I just got to text Anton back. Not yet, though. Right, what we got here? We got Forest. 4 for Forest, 5 for Forest, 1 for Southampton. Saints last chance. Southampton draw. Forest know what to get. Forest. More Forest than Southampton. Forest win. Okay, another big game for Big Fat Sam. We're going to go with Leeds versus Newcastle. What are we thinking, peeps? Leeds versus Newcastle. It's again tough game. Good game. Although I think Newcastle are pretty much they're pretty much bankers, aren't they? Let me just do this. We're doing two things. They say men can't multitask at the same time. Also, we're going to be doing the first draw for the West Ham signed shirts. That'll be tonight. Maybe after this. Tune. Rusty half point. No. Be it won't get a point. Russ Forsyth, God bless him. God rest his soul. Newcastle win. All right, Newcastle win it is. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one for everyone. Chelsea versus Forest. Chelsea versus Forest. Interesting. Obviously, Chelsea are very shit poor, and Lampard's poor. Forest still need to get something. So, what are you thinking? What are you thinking of that one? I think that's going to be. I think that's a slightly tougher one. I reckon to call. I think Chelsea. Maybe not. Forest. 3. There's 3 for a draw. Forest away. Chelsea win. A draw. Newcastle win right race. Chelsea. Draw. Chelsea draw. 0-0. Draw. I'm gonna put a draw then. We'll put a draw. Fulham again. Southampton are playing Fulham. We're playing Fulham. Southampton versus Fulham. Let's see what you think about that bad boy. Southampton versus Fulham. We're rattling through these. We're getting through. This is good. Don't forget, we'll have loads of stuff coming up this week of all the stuff for the Man United game. We've got a draw from Scott. Matt says Fulham are going to win. A draw. I think it's a draw. Fulham, Saints, Fulham. I mean, there's more draws. Let's be honest. There's a shitload of draws. Next one, I'm going to put it in the poll in the chat. Brentford versus West Ham. Let's get that in the chat. A quick poll for that. See how that's getting down. What you're thinking? Obviously, we play at Brentford Stadium. Are Brentford on the beach? They don't have much to play for. West Ham obviously still have a lot to play for. Let's see what we got. Currently 40% say a draw so far. 30% said Brentford. It's gone down to 43%. 29% each between Brentford and West Ham having draws. But it looks like wins. It looks like it's going to be a draw. Matt wants to send Saints and Leeds down. There we go. We'll give it another minute or so, and then we'll crack on. I think Brentford. I think that's. I mean, to be honest, out of all our last 4 games, I think we can pick up points from all our 4 games personally. But we'll see. Okay, we'll end the poll there. 42% said a draw, and the rest was 29% win, 29% Brentford win. So that's a draw. Okay, here's another foregone conclusion. I'd say Everton versus Man City at Goodison Park. Everton versus Man City. What were you thinking for that one? I think you can pretty much guess that one, I reckon. Right, let's do this. Let's have a look. City. Yeah, looks like City. Yeah, that's why I don't really do polls for all of them, because there's no real point, because actually something like this, it looks like City annihilation. Would love to see the Toffees go down. Right, let's go with City for that then. Haaland, 10-0. City. Everton beat City reserves. Wow. You're not much of a gambler, Luke, are you? Right. Okay, we'll get for a few more interesting ones. Leicester versus Liverpool. Leicester versus Liverpool on the 15th of May. Bit of a nothing. I don't know. We got City. I think it's the other one. Liverpool, draw. Liverpool, Leicester, Liverpool, Leicester. More Liverpools. Liverpool, very good. Ludders. Don't forget. Never forget, lads. Ludders never forgets. She's like an elephant. Liverpool win. Okay, we'll go for Liverpool win. Great game at the Molineux. Wolves versus Everton. Wolves versus Everton. Interesting. I mean, I haven't included Wolves in the shakedown because I think they've done enough. And same as Palace, I haven't done it. Literally picked sort of the 5 and us, because that's sort of how it works, I think. We got loads. Wolves, draw, Wolves, Everton, Wolves. Lots of draws, 5, 6, 7, 8 draws, 9, 10 draws. Draw. We'll go for draw. Jay's just gone for win or draw. Everton have been tougher recently of late. They have indeed, Scott. You're totally right. But I don't know, is it too little, too late? Quite possibly. Don't forget tomorrow morning I've done a little piece. Obviously there's sort of we did a piece about Arnie Slot recently, didn't we? About who he was, and obviously Fonseca's another person who's been sort of come out and people have spoken about him. So I've done a piece about who is Paulo Fonseca. That was recorded the other night, so that's going to be up on Saturday. So keep an eye out for that Saturday morning. Forest Gunners, what we got? Sick Gunners, Arse, Gunners, Gooners, Arsenal, draw, draw, Gunners will win and still cry. Arsenal draw, Sandy. Mainly arse. Just an excuse to say arse, isn't it? Really, Papa. To be honest, right, we'll go for an Arsenal game there. I am going to put the West Ham Leeds game in the chat, in the polls. So Leeds versus West Ham is in the poll. Fonseca, we're doing I've done a piece about him because, we spoke about Fonseca months ago. And obviously yesterday we had the thing with Lutz. I've got his name, Lutz Van der Stel. Sorry, Van der Stel. Yeah, Lutz Van der Stel. Apparently coming into West Ham, and maybe it could be Rob Ruben's gone because he's coming in. And so, yeah, we'll see what happens there. Currently, 84% say West Ham win. West Ham versus Leeds. A draw, 15%. Leeds win, 4%. It seems a relatively, landslide victory for the Hammers. But we'll just keep it over another 5 or so seconds just to get that going. It's... I just think there's so much change. As long as everything gets sorted early doors, I don't really care. As long as it gets sorted early doors, we know what's happening. You're not waiting for the last few minutes. The mighty Hammers to welcome Big Sam so he can sing You're Going Down, Sam. Has he actually officially ever taken a team down, or has he left? Anyway. So we'll end the poll there. 82% say West Ham win. Fantastic. We'll go with that. Now, this one I think is a relatively foregone conclusion. We're in the last game week, almost. Brighton Southampton at the MX. Did well yesterday, didn't they? Did well yesterday. That's for sure. Newman and Moyes both gone. Yeah, we've been saying that for a while, haven't we? We said that Moyes, I think he's going to go into retirement, and I think Newman's going with him. Not into retirement, but there we go. Derby? No, it's not. It's not really. It's a seaside derby, isn't it? Really. What we got here? Brighton. He got Did he leave before he got relegated? So he kept his thing. I had a funny suspicion in my head. I don't know. Brighton, tough team they are. Played all yesterday. Draw Brighton. Budgie, good to see you. What a funny report West Ham linked with Dembele. I know. That's just lazy journalism, isn't it, really? Again. All right, Brighton home win it is. We'll go for Brighton home win. Next one, I think, again, a little foregone conclusion, I think. Newcastle at home to Leicester City. Sorry, Dino. Sorry, Dean Smith. Leyton Orient captain legend. I used to watch him when he was Leyton Orient. Played for Leyton Orient. When they used to do £10 Orient season tickets. Great fun for under 16s. What we got here? The Toon, Newcastle, Castle. Draw, Newcastle, Toon win. Geordie's gets to win. Ant and Deck to win. Have you seen Newcastle? Have you seen the crowd? Oh no, Budgie, that's just Mark Goldbridge getting you to talk about him. That's why. Toon, and you're talking about him, so that's why I'm moving on. Toon win. Green, I hope you're well, my friends. Palace versus Brighton. Yep, I agree. So it's that weird. They've got a very weird rivalry, haven't they? Palace and Brighton. But anyway, so it looks to me like a Newcastle win. Now we get into the last week of games. We're going to start with Crystal Palace. I did type all these up. Where have they gone? I don't know. Crystal Palace versus Nottingham Forest. So this is the last game week now. So Palace on the beach. Forest still a lot to play for. I don't know. What we got here? Palace, draw. Palace. Yeah, I mean, it'd be Moyes' last game, wouldn't it? Palace, Palace. Forest win for Raj. Palace. Palace it is. We're rattling through these a lot quicker than I thought we'd do. Everton versus. Oh, this is a good game. Oh, this will be a good game. Ooh. This will be a good game. Everton versus Bournemouth. Oh. Great games, last games of the season, isn't it? Great games, last games of the season. Everton definitely needs something. They'll be Sean Dyche will be getting them up and going for that one, that's for sure. Bournemouth, safe. What do we think? I'm just putting in the last one, and then we'll keep that one open for a little bit longer while we what we got. Okay, we have got Everton, Bournemouth draw, Toffees, Bournemouth, Everton. Only win they'll get, sadly a win. Couple for Bournemouth to win. A lot more, I'd say Everton. Surprising. All right, we'll put that in. Let's put it in. Let's put Everton in. Yep, fair enough. I'm going to put the West Ham game in the chat now. West Ham Leeds. It's a bit of a 50, but it's slightly more leaning towards an Everton win. Yeah, okay, Everton. It's probably the early game they'll win. I think. Says Steve. While we're doing that as well, you can vote for that. We'll keep that one going while we do the others. We got Big Fat Sam against Spuds. Let me know what you think, and we'll keep the Leicester West Ham game going while we're doing the last few. Multitasking. Steve's gone for a draw. Leeds versus Spurs. I don't know. Michael, just do it in the poll. Be good. Leeds, Spurs, Leeds, draw. Hate to say it, but Spurs win. Leeds win, Spurs, Leeds, draw, Spurs win. I'd say more Leeds, gets half a point. No half points this game for him. You know that. Scum to win. That could be either, Michael, isn't it? Leeds, I think there's slightly more favouring a Leeds victory on this one. Interesting. I love the fact we all have different opinions. It's just that's the whole good thing about football, isn't it? If you're new around here, give it a like. Cheers. Be really nice. I really like it. Be really nice. Give it a good old like. Thank you so much. We'll keep this one open for a little bit longer because there needs to be a bit of a mass debate about this one. Fair enough. I like it a lot. As I said, we'll have we've got lots of stuff coming up for the Man United game. We'll have all the pre-match stuff and things like that, and the predicted 11s. Depends if they get the new manager lift. So Leeds. All right, let's go for Leeds. Let's go for a Leeds win. So currently you got Everton win, Leeds win. Let's do the last game in the chat, and then we'll go back to the poll for the last game, our last game. And just to help Blooders up, we'll call it that. Southampton versus Liverpool. There we go. So we'll see. Is the railway still open? What railway, mate? What railway? Let me know what you mean. Liverpool, VAR to win. Liverpool. Draw, Liverpool, VAR, Liverpool, Paul, Turk, 12 gits, 12 guts, there we go, Liverpool, pub in Hornchurch Station. I don't know if I think it is. Didn't it close because they poisoned everyone at Christmas or something a couple of years ago? But anyway, to win by, I think it is, mate. Yeah, they were doing building work. I think they build work next to it. Jace says Liverpool as well. So we'll put a Liverpool win there. And then we will end the poll. Oh, it's a tight one. It says it's going to be a draw for the last game, for the Leicester game. We'll put a draw in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to screenshot that, or try and screenshot it, so I can keep that, because it'll be quite interesting to see if it's how we do. Let me just put it on a separate piece of paper so I can see. I can paste that one, and then I can do a new slide, and I can do the second page like that. Print screen. They said men can't multitask, others. I can do it all. All right, paste, done. Right, okay. Don't see when any. Do we do a? Will we? We'll compare at the end of the season. Right. So let's see on the basis of that. Let's run the statistics and see what happens. Next. So let's make this a bit bigger so everyone can see. Why isn't that working? There we go. Let's make it a bit bigger. Can I do one more? Can I go full screen? Let me go full screen and then I can just get it's easier than everyone can see. So they've put us, let me share the screen, present the screen, and you can see what this is voted by yourselves. Let's bring that up onto that. So they've got. Let me remove the West Ham logo, West Ham Network logo. West Ham finishing 14th on 40 points. Then Wolves, Forest, Leeds, Everton on goal difference. So it's Leeds or Everton, Leicester and Southampton on 25 points. So Southampton would be down before the last two games or something like that. So. Yeah, that's what the West Ham network community have said. So the bottom three, we know Southampton at bottom, then Leicester, and then Everton or Leeds. Good one. Well, Steve, that is the relegation poll, really. That is the relegation poll, really. So yeah. And we'll screenshot that and we'll see how close we are. I'll screenshot that one as well. It's all about the screenshots today. Oh, no, there we go. Screenshot that bad boy. Jan thinks it's good. 40 points. 40 points. We didn't go any higher up. Bournemouth on 42 points. Yeah, bit of fun, wasn't it? Bit of fun, wasn't it? Something a bit different. Let me screenshot that and we'll put that on. Obviously we travel to, we don't travel. We've got London Stadium on Sunday. Very strange 7 o'clock kickoff. How are we thinking, gentlemen and ladies, about that? We think it's going to be. Did we say a draw? I can't remember what we actually predicted for that one. I think the West Ham Network community gave that one a draw. Yes, a draw. Enjoy that. Good. If we finish according to that table, I'll be extremely happy, but really can't see that we're in injuries and say, ladders. Don't forget, on top of that, we've also got to win the conference as well. So it ain't going to be a bad end to the season. Thank you, West Ham Network community. You've helped me out. What we've got to do, for some reason, I have a feeling it will not look like that. There's going to be a twist, isn't there? There always will be. 14th in the European Trophy. Would you have taken that at the beginning of the season? If someone said to you, right, we'll finish 14th with the European Trophy, would you have taken that? Let me know in the chat. If someone said to you at the beginning of the season, right, what we're doing, we spend a lot of money, but what we're going to do is you're going to end up with, finish 14th and the European Trophy. Finish 14th and Euro Trophy. Would you have taken that? I think I would have. I'll be honest, I think I would have. Generally. What have we got to do? You still got to do a street dance with Stab. Never lost a good point, Luke. Good. That's a good bloody point. I'll take that all day. West Ham wins Sunday. Say Turks. Papa would take that. I would settle for that moment. But Moyes' tactics in the conference worries me. All day. Fail yet again, sadly. 14th in Euro, take that all day. Definitely would take that. I would have taken it if we start with a European. Hey, Europe next year, indeed. I still at the moment don't care until we are safe. Yeah, I think realistically, Steve, I think, as I said, looking at what the type, in terms of the teams below us, none of them are really have. I mean, everyone's got 4 games left now, isn't it? Everyone's on an even keel now. So it's, and you look at, we still got to play 2 of them. Everton's still got to play a lot of players. I generally can't see us being in trouble. even if it's a little bit more squeaky bum time, I still don't think we'll be in trouble. I mean, as I said, my supercomputer puts us at 1% chance of going down. It's put Southampton at 98% chance of going down, Everton 62%, and then Leeds and Forest 58% for Leeds, 53% for Forest, with Leicester at 28%. So that's roughly where the stats put us. All those that haven't seen the trophy yet, me definitely. Russ, it's football. It's been dire. Never see Moyes again after this season, but take 14th. That's what I mean. And I think in retrospect, when you look back at things, I think you won't see. I don't. I think looking back at things, I think and I've said it before. I think not getting rid of Moyes could benefit, like in the season, could benefit us longer term. I think, as I said, if we had got rid of Moyes at an earlier stage, so we got rid of Moyes in January at the World Cup or something, realistically, Potter was doing the job, and Pochettino wasn't. Yeah, Pochettino, Tuchel, those people aren't going to come to us, are they? So realistically, Rodgers was doing the job as well. So you would have got Benitez. No question about it. Benitez would have come in. But he would have come in and he'd wanted a 3.5-year contract. And then we've almost got like the same situation which we had after Moyes' first stint, when we were linked with Paulo Fonseca. He turned us down, and then we ended up getting Pellegrini. And then you've got stopgap manager. And again, you get the same situation. It was the same thing with Benitez in 2 years' time. People will be like, the shine of the new manager comes off, and his football isn't the most exciting football, and you'll have the same situation again. So I don't think it's going to be. I think in retrospect, when you look back at it, hindsight, and hindsight's always a great thing, I think we'll actually be better to have kept him until the end of the season and then a change. Thunder sounds bad outside, says Peter in Chelmsford. I can't see us getting more than 36, probably just enough. Andy, we put that. I mean, we was there 40. Was it 40 points? Yeah, because we thought we were going to get the win against Leeds. Even if we don't get the win against Leeds, say we get a draw against Leeds, that's 4 points. We'd still have enough. AZ worries me. Yep, me too. You can't keep. It's jumped up. Let's go back. You can't keep flogging the same players. You don't get results. Indeed, isn't that the definition of madness? Isn't it? If we beat, we'll be on 37. Fiorentina have some good players. Well, Fiorentina is basically the house of all West Ham transfer rumours. So they have Milinkovic, the centre back. They've got Jovic. They've got Arthur Cabral. Do you remember him? He plays for Fiorentina. So one of them would come back to haunt us. But hopefully Basel can do a job. That'd be good. 35 will keep this team up. We've got the cutoff point on our little thing was 33, and actually Forest is at 34, and then there's a gap to Wolves. Then it was us. It's not 40 if the way is me, but the way we play. We'll be in a relegation scrap every season. That's why I think for me it's almost like let's get the season out of the way and then review in the summer. And I take 17th, but we're not winning. We'll be lucky to get Ladders. You permanently on a downer. Come on, you're a West Ham fan, Ladders. We've got to be a bit delusional. I want Moyes from 12 as far away from the club as possible. I will take the Irish attitude, as it'll be grand for the rest of the season. Moyes is saving Cornet for AZ out. Well, there we go. Ings on Wednesday, but not Cornet. Tells me Moyes has to go. He hasn't got Scooby. Good point. Let's see who comes in. That's going to be interesting, but a valid point. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you indeed. I think but it's the same with the thing with Declan Rice. Either 1st of June, he's either gone or he commits and signs another contract. So we've got. And by signing a contract, we're not saying he's going to stay for that length of contract, but he wouldn't enter into his last year of contract the following year. So his value will still be relatively high. And I think that's what he'll want to do. He wants to maintain his value for West Ham. So with Moyes, literally, as soon as the season's gone, what's the decision? If we keep him with him, then okay, then that needs to be like set up. It can't be weeks and weeks of is he going, is he not going, I mean, technically he's still under contract for another year, so If the club would need to make an announcement very, very shortly after the end of the season because of the rebuild job, because of the likes of Cresswell's out of contract, Oggie's out of contract, Soufal with an option on him. You've got Ben Johnson might be going. You've got the whole thing about Skamaka. You've got Antonio might be looking to leave. You've got Declan Rice. What happens with the money being reinvested? And there's a lot to do. So you need a definitive decision by after the European, hopefully by the end of the conference final, like that following week. Because he's still got a really big game in the conference final, hopefully. So we'll see. Get a new manager. Skamaka might stay. That's what we're hearing, Steve. He doesn't like playing. He wants to leave under the current regime. If that current regime changes, for example, if someone like Fonseca comes in or Arnie Slot, for example, one of those types of players, the managers, they play a very forward-thinking game. They do play a 4-2-3-1. They do, but the one isn't isolated. Fonseca at Lille plays Jonathan David. Wouldn't say he's but he'll play, Remy Cabello or Gomez will play that 10 slot. So you could easily see Skamaka and Paqueta as a 10 and a 9, or as a 9 and a 10 rather. I think Paqueta would be phenomenal under Fonseca, to be honest. He likes those. Even if you played him, Paqueta as a set in the 2 and put Skamaka as the 10 and then played with a Danny Ings or a striker up front, as a low man, I think you'd see a massive difference. Premier League safety puts a trophy, but will be a cherry on a cake. However, a solid base for a rebuild when the new manager comes in. Yep, Fiorentina were crap in the home last league loss, and were 3-0 down at some stage. So same as AZ. AZ lost the first leg at Anderlecht 2-0, then won the second leg at their place 2-0, and then won on penalties. Probably keep picking manager with different philosophies to the last one. No stability. You're right, Eamon. I think there's also, for me, you've got the fact is, for me, the two runners and riders for me are Arnie and Fonseca, and both of them play a 4-2-3-1. So automatically, there's not a complete change in positional philosophy in terms of they know that you're a left centre back, you're a right centre back. That's it. But it's about how the game, so they're not learning a new position, but they're learning how to play that position better in a possession-based game rather than as maybe a counter-attacking based game. So I don't see as massive. Bringing Carrick, I think he might be a bit too young. I'll be honest, same as friend of the channel Will Still. Just think they're a little bit too much of a risk. I think Fonseca's been around. I think Arnie's been around a little bit more experience, European experience as well, because that will make a massive difference, I think. Because obviously, hopefully, we'll be in Europa League next year. If we're lucky enough to win, Moyes in his interview just says, "That's it, I'm done." Exactly. Steve will just say, "Yeah, I'm the last manager since John Lyle to win a European trophy, the last manager since Ron Greenwood to win a significant trophy." John Lyle to win a significant, Ron Greenwood to win a European trophy. I'm off. So just puts himself in that category that walks off. With a mixed bag of players who are suited to different. So, yep, I totally agree. And bringing David would be nice, wouldn't it? It'd be nice indeed. Didn't Fonseca manage Krasinski's team before? Nope, not I'm aware of. He's managed several clubs in Portugal. And again, tomorrow I'll put the video up so you can see. He did a lot of flip flopping between, a season here, season there, then back to his old season. Then he went to not Slavia Prague. He went to Shakhtar Donetsk, had real success there, and that's sort of what propelled him a little bit. Then he went to play for Roma, managed Roma for 3 seasons, and then is currently at Lille. So none of them are Krasinski clubs. AZ a good home now indeed. Only 4 likes, hit the button. 4 likes? Really? Unbelievable. Hit the button. Go on. Do it. Do it if you love me. If you love me. I don't know. I'm a bit delusional. It's Friday. They've got another 3-day weekend. Oh dear. We got a street party. I'm DJing. Apparently there's 350 people at our street party. Hope they like Sweet Caroline. Do you believe, Russ, that we've already spent the sale money of Deck? No. No. No, I think that, and that's a slight issue I've got with what happens in the summer. I think for me, I think with Declan particularly, there's a situation where a lot of the rebuild depends on him leaving. If he doesn't leave, there is a rebuild, but it's not as dramatic. But obviously, him going, then that's a massive thing. I don't think he sold it. I don't think they spent it. I don't think they. I still don't think they know what's happening with him. In all honesty, I think he himself doesn't know what he's going to do. I mean, if we come away finishing 14th, good last 4 games of the season. Say we win the trophy. He lifts the trophy. The first, captain since Billy Bonds to lift a trophy. The first captain since Bobby Moore to lift a European trophy. That's a huge thing, and so then leading. And that was part of the reason why Nobe stayed on for another season, because he wanted to lead out his team in the Europa League. He was hoping he'd lead them out into the Champions League. And there was talk, if we had qualified, we'd won the Europa League last year and I was in the Champions League, he may have stayed on for to walk out his team on the Champions League. But I think he would then give us another year. I generally do. If we don't win, then I can't see it happening. I think are the strongest team left. Probably, yeah, on paper. No, he hasn't managed in the Czech league. No, Ukrainian league with Shakhtar Donetsk. I think Basel will beat Fiorentina. I think they will. I hit your butt, mate. You better, son. The light's going down. Unbelievable. Russ, you're going to get wet. Yeah, I know. It's going to piss it down, isn't it? You're eating jelly and ice cream in the rain, Russ. I know. I'll have to get an umbrella, won't I? Have to get an umbrella. Actually, have I got my umbrella? I think I still got my Union Jack umbrella hat. I might need that. Although, I had my haircut the other day. I don't think AZ are as strong as people think. They are at home. They're very good at home, but away not so much. Do you think we'll get Reece Nelson from Arsenal? That's someone we'll be linked with. He apparently has rejected the Arsenal contract, but then they might come back to him. I don't think it's about money for Reece. I think it's about game time, and I think he'd get game time at West Ham for sure. I don't think he would get it at Arsenal. It would be a bit player. So I could see that happening. I think it really depends again about manager coming in or staying and whatnot. If we're lucky enough to win, might give it. I totally agree, Steve. I know it was a class striker. He was indeed. Ironically, as we said, the best 2 strikers to play under West Ham under David Moyes are both converted wingers in Arnautovic and Antonio, really, which is just ironic, isn't it? It's 27 here in Spain. No rain. No rain in Spain. It's made on the plane, isn't it, Ralph? I mean, for example, 26 for Guarino and with rain its way. I'm off to Dubai soon at the end of the season. I'm actually missed the Leicester game I'm in Dubai for, and it's about 39 degrees at the moment. So that's why I've had my hair cut now. So it'll grow back a little bit. So I don't have to put too much suntan lotion on it. See, not just a hat rack. And I think I'll be joining the Dubai Hammers. In watching the Leicester game, which would be quite funny. It's my brother that lives out there, and he's part of the Dubai Irons, rather, and so that'd be quite fun. Anyway, draw time before we crack on and go home and do some more work. Now, as I said, next month, next month, and we can reveal for July's draw as well. We have signed shirts as our members draw. Anyone who's a member, so you'll see in the chat down the side, some people have got their names with little cross hammers. They're a channel member, so they support the channel by giving us a couple of quid a month, basically. A bit like Patreon type thing, but within YouTube. With that, you get exclusive content. You get John T. Coleman's analysis of football, the press conferences, which will be up later today. You'll also have Anton, and we'll be doing some more sort of podcasty type stuff for the members as well, but you automatically get entered into members, to a draw every month to win some memorabilia. And we've had signed notebooks, pictures, stuff like that. We've had like signed prints, and as I said, thanks to our channel sponsors, Umbro, they always help us out. We have got signed shirts, So we got you can see sign. I have no idea who they are. I think that's a 32, but yeah, signed shirts. We've got one to give away today for all our members. We've got one to give away for June, and we've also got one for July and possibly one for August. So the next 4 months. So if you want a good chance, become a member next month, get a chance. And it's like a, not a bad chance of winning it. And also while I'm there, check out my rant video this morning. And if you've got a really good answer to the question that I pose in it, we're giving away give away a prize for a signed football at the end. So anyway, so check that one out. Right, let me run. June is a hammer, very good. Share the screen. Right, let's give it a bit of a atmos. There we go. Right. Okay. So all of our channel members are in the draw as per usual. Good luck, everybody. Let's give it a spin and see. As I said, these guys, a lot of you have been the likes of Wally and various others have been supporting the channel by the membership for over almost 2 years now. So we appreciate you all. We try and give back where we can. So we got we've got Wally, Narky, Gary, Stephen, Cyril, GP. Is he going to stop on Papa first? I know he's in the chat. Is he going to stop? Oh, is he going Bedfordshire Hammers? Or is he going to go to Steve B. Mountford? Let's have a look. I think it's just going to go to Steve. Oh, Bedfordshire Hammers. Congratulations, Bedfordshire Hammers. If you're watching in the replay, congratulations. Well done. If you could email us at westhamnetwork@gmail.com and we'll get that signed shirt straight out to you, mate. Enjoy. Maybe a signed shirt from the first team since the 1965 squad to win a European competition. Not a bad thing to have, isn't it? Put it away. As I said, if you want to get involved next time, there's a join button down there. Feel free to join it. And as I said, you get exclusive content as well for all our channel members and stuff, and a little bit more. And we're going to do a lot more for you guys coming up. Fix as if it went past you, didn't it? Went past you when yeah, exactly. Congratulations to Bedfordshire Hammers. As I said, check out we'll have the press conference stuff happening in the next hour or so, where we give you a synopsis of what David Moyes has said. Who's ill, who's sick, who's all that good stuff. Is Tufal okay? Is Deck over his food poisoning? What about Agad? What about Suchek? It's going to be a really interesting press conference to listen to, and hopefully Moyes will give us some clarity. He won't do, because he'll do all the smoke and mirrors, because that's what he does. But until next time, my friends, take care, stay safe, stay warm. If you haven't been a subscriber, fancy it, give it a subscriber. On the road to 20,000 subscribers. We're almost hitting 16,000. We'd like to do hopefully 20,000 by the end of the year. We've got some good guests coming up soon as well, so keep an eye out on the channel. So take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.